Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fallout 4. Now, there's a reason why I've started recording before I found them. Seeing the way the scientists are treating the synths down here, something still doesn't seem right.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course. We're all looking forward to working with you.
Doctor.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
Find my son.
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now,
Not sure on that one yet.
Rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments.
They're underneath
It's
the
at least
CIT building.
So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Phil,
Oh.
does that mean you're on board?
I'm just looking around.
I see. Well, please do mind what you touch. Sensitive equipment here, not like topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division,
Wow.
I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built this place originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time,
CIT
their
building.
sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Let's see what you have.
Yeah, what have they got for sale? Addictol. Cures all addictions. I'll take one of those. Institute pistols. Plasma pistols. Some legendary gear. Plasma cartridges. Yeah, nothing really jumps out at you.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. Resume your duties. Best part of my day is coming home to my girls.
Hey, Doc.
It's a real juggling act, trying to keep all the systems down here operating in the green. This place might look shiny and new, but there's a lot of old technology in these walls. I lose sleep worrying about when the next blackout's gonna hit.
How old are we talking about?
Well, the reactor and a lot of the related systems. You know, cooling, monitoring, power distribution. That's all pre-war tech.
Wow.
Most of the superstructure down here was built later, by the people who survived the war. I guess each generation's been tinkering with the place, adding labs, making upgrades, and so on. There's some stuff I need to check on. See you around, yeah?
Yeah, maybe. Let's have a look around the robotics. It's a very Westworld look to it.
You smell like you've been above ground.
I only mean one thing, Max. You just don't want to admit to yourself what it is.
If you're about to launch into one of your impassioned speeches about artificial sentience and machines with souls, don't bother. I've heard enough of them by now. Hell, I can write them down from memory.
But we can't just ignore the question. If a synth can dream, why can't it have a soul? And if a synth has a soul, then it is a living person by every standard we can measure. Of course it is far more comfortable to think of them as machines, so we can do what we want with them.
If you disapprove of the work we do here, Dr. Binet, you know where to find the teleporter.
Now just a moment. I never said that. I'm simply trying to open everyone's eyes to new possibilities.
Well, it's an unwanted distraction. We're men of science, not philosophers. You do well to remember that.
The synths are treating you well, I hope?
If you ask me, the synth software is a little more embodied.
Excuse me, Doctor.
It's you. You're finally with us. I'd just like to apologize for any trouble our synths may have caused for you on your way here. They, of course, can be told of your identity, and they have very specific protocols for protecting themselves and Institute interests, most of which I designed myself. Not to make problems for you, though. Will you be staying with us then?
I'm thinking it over.
Well, I hope you do decide to stay. It would mean a great deal to Shaun. If you require anything, especially as it pertains to synths, please let me know.
You wouldn't happen to have a spare polarizer on you, would you?
Excuse me, I've got reports to deliver.
Right. While we're here, let's see if we can find Virgil's serum. Yeah, I don't trust Shaun in the slightest.
Protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
Wow.
Our new synths are so lifelike, I keep mistaking them for real people.
Nothing to report, sir.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock
Good to
some
see
heads
you.
together.
What now?
They're dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me.
It's an honor to meet you, sir.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see. Constant vigilance is vital to preventing synth escapes.
Like any machine, a synth can malfunction. Just wish it didn't happen so often.
Hey there.
I swear I spend half my time smoothing
Excuse
the
me,
feathers
Doctor.
of Justin Ruffles.
Here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Don't trust
Why?
me?
Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions. It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the synth retention. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths, that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping, that matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser,
maybe they don't want to kill.
A third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered them already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
Combat experience.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for a single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production line. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
You mentioned that coursers undergo special training. Tell me more about it.
The SRB constantly monitors our Gen 3 synth population, looking for specific traits. Those who show tenacity, fearlessness, and independence undergo a rigorous training regimen. We teach them armed and unarmed combat, investigative techniques, psychology, and mechanical skills. Those who pass a final evaluation become coursers. The rest have their memories wiped and return to their former duties.
Wow.
Dr. Ayo.
What do you want? And please, make it quick.
If you're the acting head of the SRB, who are you filling in for?
Dr. Zimmer holds that position. He's supervising the retrieval of some of the more high-profile units.
High-profile?
In his absence, I keep things running smoothly.
Justin.
Yes, what is it?
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory.
So, if it's made a life up on the surface, you'll just rip it out of it?
Forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Wow. Okay, yeah. Synth relay grenade. Reclamation target tracking. Good neighbor. Oh. Boston Airport. Libertalia Raider Stronghold. New identity is Gabriel. Unit now leads a raider gang based out of Libertalia. Shows highly aggressive tendencies, has killed several dozen rivals and civilians. Corvega, Leo. Henry Cook. He's an Institute informant. What's a network scan? So it's not just a network I've got to scan off. I've now got a list of all of the Institute informants on the surface.
Clearance confirmed.
That's a biggie. Advanced systems. The more information we can get on everything in the Institute, the better.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Hey there.
Not everything you've heard about the Institute is true. Give us a chance.
Doctor.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
What kinds of blueprints?
Mostly components for a new plasma pistol concept I've been toying with.
Ooh.
High-energy weapons are sort of a hobby of mine. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father, and that it's an honor to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here with us. Well, that was productive.
What have we got on here? Personal notes. Huh. So it looks like not everyone gets on with each other.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
What is it you're working on?
Advanced systems, special projects. You've seen the boy, Synth.
Yeah.
Already. We've been hard at work on him for quite a while now. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
A Courser chip? What's it do?
The same thing it does for our coursers. Creates a link to the relay that allows them, and now you, to get in and out at will.
Doesn't mean you'll be able to walk me in, does it?
On you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Everything okay?
Okay, Dr. Lee? You seem pretty tense.
Yes, things are... It's fine. I'm sorry, I don't socialize much. I prefer to focus on my work.
This is day 8 of Trial 6. The last week has been very productive, but exhausting. I think we'll need a break after this. Benet has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's almost too good. The responses map almost identically to expectations, some of the most lifelike I've seen. Of course, it's not really Shaun. None of his memories are in there. That, even now, would be a step too far.
Yeah.
It's starting to have an effect on the team, I think. I know I've been caught up in the moment once or twice. Just a second or two, forgetting that he's not a real boy. Still, I think we'll need to consider restricting him to the lab only for the moment. I'm well aware that others are put off by his presence. If I were slightly more arrogant, I might consider that a sign of success.
Bioscience. This is the area where we can get Virgil's cure. wouldn't be in one of these side corridors, it'd be in a lab.
Got it.
Fev lab.
Got it.
If they turn around and start shooting at me, I'm gonna laugh. Whoa. The hell? Okay, this place doesn't look as
Anomaly detected.
I was about to say, this place definitely doesn't look as well kept as the others, so I think something went wrong here. Whoa!
Weapons cold. Assaultron-class combat robot to unknown interloper. Reveal yourself immediately. Scanners clear.
Yes.
Oops.
Weapons hot. Running close quarters subroutine.
Ooh. I need to paint for that guy in Diamond City. Weapon mod. More paint. So if all the rest of the place is nice and new and upkept very well, so why have they let this place go down? And why have they got a hostile Assaultron unit? Why have they got a dead house cat? There we go.
That's it.
The hell? Cat meat. They were training the simps to interact with animals.
Sweet.
Right. Come on, there's got to be something around here. Something obviously went really fucking wrong.
Sweet.
What the hell? Why have they got super mutants in test tubes? Wait, this couldn't be Virgil's lab, could it? That leads back to bioscience. Experimental serum. I knew it. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results.
Huh. Synth gorillas.
Theoretical limits are mainly broken.
Okay.
Dr. Carlin's doing some amazing things with our genetically engineered crops.
Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
What work?
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, The Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
That's amazing.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
Not sure yet.
I'm not sure. Right now, I'm just trying to keep an open mind.
It's a big decision, I know. But it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer.
Should we bring up Virgil? Oh, trophy disappear. I can't see what that says.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
I think Dr. Carlin was looking for help with one of his experiments. You should talk to him.
Director Holdren seems very taken with you.
Garner, you need help with something.
Hi, Doc.
Well, if it isn't our visitor from the past. Some time ago, we covertly replaced the family patriarch at Warwick Homestead with a synth. He's been field testing a variety of genetically modified seeds that I created. Take this packet of seeds to the Roger Warwick synth. Be careful.
Oh.
They represent years of genetic manipulation and enhancement. Hopefully you can manage such a simple task.
Seeds for what?
A melon plant that will, if my calculations are correct, be able to grow even in heavily irradiated soil.
Huh.
The fruit it bears will be perfectly healthy and edible. Or so I hope. Now listen closely, because this next part is vitally important. When Roger asks how your trip was, tell him some blood bugs chased you halfway across the Commonwealth. That code phrase will identify you as an agent of the Institute. Also, you must be discreet. Do nothing to draw attention to yourself or raise suspicion.
And if your synth has been compromised?
Then you'll have to improvise. You seem clever. I'm sure you'll manage.
Huh.
Hurry on to Warwick Homestead so we can begin the experiment.
Guess it's time to decide whether we're going to join them or not. I think this seems like a pretty good place to end the episode, to be honest. So thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you've enjoyed the video and subscribe if you want to see more content like it. As always, there'll be a link to the full playlist in the description, and I hope to see you next time. Adios.